We are here celebrating our 2K TV wrap party, and we're going to head into the Triple Threat Park today with two members of Team 2K TV, Danny and John, and one community member, Ebans. Welcome back to 2K TV. We are so excited to have you on the show. Once again, how are you doing today?
Doing good. Thanks for having me back.
In Triple Threat, you can pick your card. So which card and player are you using today? Because this is going to be a good one.
I'm gonna be using Invincible LaMelo Ball. That's definitely my.
And preparing for battle, each guy with his own approach to getting ready for what should be an excellent matchup. Greetings and thanks for ending your Monday on 2K Sports with some NBA hoops. Hi folks, Brian Anderson here, alongside two fantastic analysts, Grant Hill and Brent Berry at the table, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. And let's take a look at Boston's starting lineup. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. Then it's Jaylen Brown. Then there's Peyton Pritchard. And it's the Beast in at the shooting guard position. And for the Thunder, some serious height in the middle. Holmgren the 4, Hartenstein the 5. Cason Wallace out there with Topic. And it's Williams in at the 3 slot. And Pritchard, here we go. All right, Brent, creeping up on the halfway point of the season. What things change for teams at this stage?
Well, I think there's just a lot more definition, right, BA? You're talking about the minutes that you're playing, the roles that you're playing, who's established, the type of skill set that they bring to each and every contest. So the rust is off, players are in great shape, and now the team is tuning themselves in to a higher standard of play.
Hey, take it right to the defense. Not a bad way to start this game.
Pass to the Beast. Lets it go from deep. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. You know, last game they matched up with the Mavs. A tough loss there.
There obviously was a breakdown at the defensive end. They gave away too many clean looks.
Yeah, sometimes you can play good on-ball defense, but it's the help defense that makes you elite. And on that night, nobody rotating and not a lot of help.
Hartenstein. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's Tatum. What a tremendous game he played against Portland.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, well, I settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
Almost 2 minutes into the first here. Brown against Williams. Out to the wing. Shot clock at 6. Wallace misses.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Brown passes to the Beast. This one for 3. He's looking good. 2 buckets and 3 attempts.
Pretty much no one's going to pass up a shot like that so much for the defense.
Here's Topic. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. Williams from long range. Offensive rebound. And that one's good. Holmgren.
And this is what coach wants to see from Holmgren. Outworking the defense to get a second chance look.
Pritchard, the pass to the Beast. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. And this is their first time matched up with the Celtics this year.
Last season, they got swept in a 2-game season series against this opponent. I'm sure they're looking for payback tonight.
And this, one of the few opponents who really stuck it to them during what was an otherwise excellent season for them. You're right, they've got to have revenge on their minds tonight.
Oklahoma City shooting their first free throws of the game now.
And what you immediately notice about Chet Holmgren is his uniqueness. He's got size, but also tremendous agility. He can hit outside shots or battle down low.
Here's the Beast. He's got 5. Here's Pritchard. Here's the Beast. Williams grabs the board. Well, it's rare to see a young player as efficient as Jalen Williams, Brent.
BA, it's been remarkable, especially when you factor in that this guy is relied on for a lot of shooting. His shooting volume is very high. This is a blossoming star for this team, and I'm not sure we can put a ceiling on what that potential is.
Now here's Tatum. No made baskets yet. That one drops for him.
And sometimes you forget how long Tatum is, and he's terrific at using this to his advantage inside.
Here's Topic from behind the arc. And another three for Oklahoma City.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Tatum passes to Pritchard. Pass to the Beast. Fires for three. Oklahoma City grabs a miss.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
Here's Topic. Wallace outside.
That's a whistle he did not want to hear. His second foul, and we're not even out of the first quarter.
So for Oklahoma City, Lou Dort comes in for Hartenstein, and Strother subbed in for Wallace. Derek White's checked in for Boston. Strother no good. Celtics trail by 5. The Beast, good. The Beast has got 7 points.
He's really become a better all-around player. Brown's passing continues to evolve. Nice find.
The Beast. Williams grabs the board. The Thunder have gotten 50% of their shots to fall so far. They're 5 of 10. And out of bounds, the Celtics will take it. Getting ready for Oklahoma City. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Chet Holmgren. Williams comes in for Champagny. Wallace, he's checked in for Dort. And Topic is subbed in for Caruso. And Williams no good on that one. Brent, something we've all noticed lately. Is the small ball era starting to wind down?
Well, B.A., I think in people's minds when you say small ball, they're thinking about 6'1" guys on the court. That's not what we're talking about. It's a skilled game, and I don't think the small ball skilled game is going anywhere anytime soon.
Taking a look at the Celtics. The two Jays, Brown at the 3 and Tatum at the 4. Then it's Kristaps Porzingis. Then there's Peyton Pritchard, and it's the Beast in at the 2. Now here's Williams. 18 points separating these teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. Pass to Wallace. Knocks down the triple. 6 points for him.
He is such a smart player. Jalen Williams making people around him better.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket. Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Oklahoma City leading by 19. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks. Well, the Beast in their last matchup against the Trailblazers delivered in a major way. He ended with 15 points and made an effort to share it with his guys, too. He put forth a tremendous effort, made impact plays time and time again. Guys, back to you.
Yeah, spot on, Allie. He was aggressive in that game. Really took initiative.
He really made an impact, and he'll be looking to repeat that kind of performance again tonight.
Every teammate in talking with them before the game says how much faith they have in him. They'll keep getting it to him.
And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go. And a chance here to check out some stats for him. Here's Pritchard. He's been productive, averaging just over 7 points a game. 5 on the clock. Late clock, the Celtics got to hurry here. There's Tatum with the 3. Sends it home from three-point land. Tatum's got 5 points.
And when you're trailing in a game, it can be tempting to try to go for the big play.
Pass to Hartenstein. Wallace outside. Shot from 12, and he drops that one in.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
He's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Here's the Beast. 7 points in the game. Count it.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Thunder leading by 16. Here's Topic. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Thunder.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
Well, I want to add also the damage that has been done on the inside. It's a lot of rubble in there, but they're continuing to go right at the defense.
Now here's Brown. Still without a bucket. Here's Pritchard. Topic grabs the miss.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Williams on the wing. And another miss by Oklahoma City.
Just hasn't found much consistency from the floor, but his teammates have picked up the slack.
It's good.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
To the middle. And Williams punches it home.
Explosive move from J-Dub. Great athlete.
And it's Tatum with the ball for the Celtics. It's an 18-point game. After this game, they can look forward to L.A., where they'll match up against the Clippers. It'll be the 4th of 6 games for them away from home. And some changes here for the Celtics. Queta comes in for Kristaps Porzingis. And Derek White subbed in for Pritchard. Here's the Beast. 11 points in the game. Here's the 3. Oklahoma City grabs the miss. Holmgren's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Now here's Williams, tightly guarded, and the basket is good. Holmgren's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
And this is where Holmgren is such a scoring threat. His size can make interior shots easier to find.
Boston calls timeout.
Yeah, his shot is just not there tonight, guys. And instead of trying to shoot himself out of the slump, maybe he needs to start moving.
So it's Oklahoma City out in front by 19 going into the break. They're
57. The Celtics, 38.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Chet Holmgren with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Some serious height in the middle. Holmgren the 4, Hartenstein the 5. Topic out there with Cason Wallace. And it's Williams in at the 3. That's the lineup for Oklahoma City. The Beast, good.
I think the defense has more concerns out there on the floor, and they give him a good open look from the perimeter.
Oklahoma City leading by 16. Here's Wallace. Off the mark there with a 3. The Celtics shooting about 47%. A nice number. Brown against Holmgren. Brown inside. Still no points. Ooh, Brown inside. Hey, he's more than just a shooter.
When Brown gets the ball this close in, he knows he can finish. Just a matter of execution.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First personal.
First free throw is good.
First team foul. At the line.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Here's the Beast. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Williams has got 5 rebounds in the game. Tries the 9-footer. Wallace's shot is good. Wallace has gotten 4 this quarter.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Over a minute and a half now into this 3rd quarter action. They get it again.
And just because he might not be as big as some of the other guys that are on the floor, it doesn't dissuade him from getting in there and playing fearlessly on the glass.
Hartenstein, no good.
Yeah, starting the half here 1 for 5, and the offense might need an ironing out.
There's Tatum with the three. JT for three.
And their perimeter shooting numbers have been up since the start of the second half.
To the wing, right side. Topic for three. It's rebounded by Jaylen Brown. Brown's got his 4th rebound in this one. Ooh, lots of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws will follow that whistle. And Grant with the 65 games rule for player awards. It did seem there was a real reduction in load management.
Yeah, BA, and I liked it. The Stars played more early on, but we also saw a lot of them get banged up by the playoffs. So it seems there's still a balance to be struck.
Strawther's checked in for Williams.
Second team foul.
Just under 2.5 minutes into this 3rd quarter now. Wallace's shot is good.
Yeah, you would think a coach might have talked to his defense about making the adjustment on him, but right now, he's just lighting him up.
And Boston calls time here. Cason Wallace with a strong contribution so far in this one.
He's getting loose and doing work. They want to talk this over and find some answers.
And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Jaylen Brown.
And when you look at his offensive output over the past few years, it seems like other teams have figured him out and have his number now. He's having to put in a lot more effort on the offensive end, but without producing nearly the same results.
Again, the miss by Boston.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this. Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Pritchard, the pass to the Beast. Six on the shot clock. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Celtics trail by 16. Here's the Beast driving in. Here's a look at what's coming up for Oklahoma City. On Thursday, they'll be facing Bradley Beal and the Phoenix Suns. And then on Saturday, they'll go up against the Pacers in Indiana.
And you know, for that matchup with the Bulls, they'll need to be pretty much perfect for that one. Anything less than that means they're in for a tough evening.
Champagny, he's checked in for Hartenstein. The Celtics also with a sub. White's checked in. Out of bounds, it'll be Oklahoma City's ball. Now that we're into the new year, how about a check on the Eastern Conference standings? Taking a look at the Celtics. What a season thus far for them. 2nd place in the conference.
Well, right now for Boston, they just have serious hopes for the outcome of this season. They're focused on putting up a banner.
A massive amount of confidence, tremendous swagger with this team, and they believe in themselves. That might be all it takes to get them where they want to go.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Chet Holmgren makes up for his light frame with aggression. He said, quote, "You don't have to take a second look at me now to know that I'm not the biggest dude width-wise, so I have to hit first. Otherwise, the game's not going to go in my favor when things get physical," unquote. Brian, you agree?
I do, and you can tell he just refuses to back down, Allie. The Beast. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
Ooh, talk about a way to deflate the team.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
Caruso, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Hart's checked in for Boston. Now Caruso, he's got 10. Here's Dort. Got it. Good job in the low post. So Dort. Oklahoma City leading by 11. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the 4th quarter. The core of this team, Brown and Tatum in the front court. Then there's Peyton Pritchard. Then it's Kristaps Porzingis. And it's the Beast in a shooting guard. Back to Wallace. And Porzingis with the block.
That's a forgotten skill as Porzingis able to get up there and throw that one away. He's finished top 10 in blocks a couple of times.
So it's Oklahoma City now. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. And Porzingis has got the ball here for the Celtics. They trail by 11. Poke loose. The Beast passes to Tatum. 6 to shoot. To the paint. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Here's Topic. Pass to Hartenstein. Williams with it. Puts up a 3. That's his 6th make in 11 tries.
Well, you got to be able to shoot fast in the league. So it's nice to see Williams doesn't need a lot of setup time.
Here's Pritchard. Here's the Beast. Watched by Wallace. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No one covering. The Beast's got 10 points here in the second half.
Well, he just nailed his second 3 of the half, guys. I'd be very aware of that if I were the defense right now.
To the left side wing. Topic for 3. Boston pulls it in.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue. And you can't give up looks like that all game long.
They're doing some good work at the line this half.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Their offensive game plan has been simple. Look to shoot it often from outside the arc. And the results have been outstanding.
And another difference maker that we can point to tonight has been second chance points. They've been in there. They've had active hands. They've been in great position. And they've been smart attacking the offensive glass.
The Thunder making a switch here. Holmgren's checked in. Celtics trail by 9. Porzingis passes to the Beast. To the wing on the left. The 3. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Plenty of space. Boston pulls it in. Tatum's got rebound number 8 now. Here's the Beast. Watched by Wallace. The Beast. Good. The Beast has got 25 points.
Once he saw the smaller defender guarding him, he took it right to the rack.
Wallace outside. And that time also a missed shot.
Just not sure if he ran out of energy at halftime or what, but so far just not himself in the second half.
Pritchard gets it to go.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
Oklahoma City leading by 5. Williams in the post. Brown's there. Knocked away. Here's the teardrop. Williams misses.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Brown passes to the Beast. Three-pointer off the mark.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Out to the right wing. Here's Hartenstein. And Hartenstein slams it in.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
For a good call, you have to at least try to protect the rim.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. This is very solid offense.
And Boston calls time here.
And there's nothing more frustrating for a coach than seeing his team giving up a bunch of second chance points. That's going to be the main topic during this timeout.
Let's take a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Chet Holmgren.
Yeah, he attacked the block all game and has been rewarded for it. The fundamentals that he displayed are why he got whatever he wanted out there on the floor. Hey, let's face it, the defense had no answer for him.
And you know, this home arena really appreciates this guy. And it's clear that he takes pride in playing his best in front of them. Clock at 2. Boston again missing.
Maybe a little false confidence there. Not a high percentage shot for him.
Coaches will tell you that's a bad shot, but when your teammates tell you that, you probably got to think about it.
And here's Hartenstein. kick out to Williams. Shoots over Brown. Off the left rim and out. And so it's Porzingis with it. He brings it up for the Celtics. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth. Here's the Beast. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Hardenstein's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition. Russo, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Now here's Dort. He's closely guarded. To the inside. And there's Caruso. That one's good. On the assist from Williams. Williams has got 7 assists in the game. Celtics trail by 12. Pass to the Beast. Jacks up at 3. Hartenstein pulls it in.
It's been a struggle all night long from deep, but doesn't seem like he's lost his confidence. He's still letting them rip.
Well, with a comeback out of range, we can put a bow on this one. Good performance for the Thunder.
This team did a lot of things well tonight. Number one was passing the ball.
And it was a team that was in rhythm, and they just trusted each other to take the right shots.
And this will push their total wins for the year up to 11.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Chet Holmgren.
Just really loved his activity level here tonight. Constantly mixed it up, and he threw himself into a lot of plays.
And Boston with some changes. Cadis checked in for Kristaps Porzingis. Williams comes in for Tatum. And it's Hauser in for Brown.
Just keep seeing more and more evidence about Jalen Williams being the total package, a swingman who scores it, rebounds, passes, and can defend.
Oh, swiped away. Here's the Beast. Oh, a terrific shot on the turnaround. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth. And here are the Thunder now. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Now here's Caruso. Who poked away. And so Oklahoma City takes this one, and by a big margin. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yes, so true. They put on a show here at home, and I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence, too.
And that'll do it, folks. For Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. We'll see you next time.
There is something else seeing someone who knows what they're doing and dribbling into the middle like that.
How many ankles do you think you've taken this year? Hundreds? Thousands?
A lot, especially with the ankle breaker takeover.
When I'm out here playing, I feel like a lot of players use like PG. I do see Duncan a lot. What are some of the cards you see the community run with when you're out here playing?
A lot of Tim Duncan. I think he's one of the best level 40 rewards just because he had on every 6'11". A lot of people run Big Hood, Gary Payton, those cards with the fast shots.
Oh yeah, that's
I went to your corner, my bad. Here you go.
Take that.
Yeah.
Good stuff, Danny.
Good pass.
Good pass.
Good defense by Kawhi.
It really is.
Oh.
Doesn't matter though.
Wow.
Ooh, now it's not comfortable.
This Paul George is moving too. Current level 40.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Look at those moves, man. 5. Finish.
Good take.
Big D. Big D, no threes.
No threes.
Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan. I'm joined by Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And David Aldridge will be reporting from the sideline. And now the opening lineup for Boston. And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. And there's Porzingis, and it's the Beast, and it's Pritchard in at the point guard. And for Los Angeles, we'll see Powell and Leonard play in the forward spots. Then there's Bogdanovich. Then it's Ivica Zubac, and it's Hendricks in at the point. And Greg, here we are, not yet halfway into the season. For players, has the wear and tear already set in?
It can. Sometimes it's the accumulation by the end of a season, but other times it's just a challenging stretch that can leave you reeling.
Tip-off goes to the Clippers. Brown against Powell. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. The pass to the Beast. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Here's the Clippers. Leonard, the pass to Hendricks. Back to Leonard. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. And that one is good from Zubac.
And guys, the best thing about Kawhi picking up assists is that it's contagious. When you've got a dominant scorer setting his teammates up, and everyone falls in line, and he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Powell with it. 8 points his last outing. Hendricks passes to Powell. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. For the three, Porzingis with the rebound. Here's the Beast. He had 27 points last game. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Looks like it could be a big night for him. Very strong start here in the first quarter.
Here's Hendricks. Knocks it loose. Porzingis with the block.
Those long arms of Porzingis are a serious factor on defense.
First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. And Bogdanovich kicks to Powell.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Feeds it to Tatum. From down in the low post, it goes.
And Tatum has a number of shots to choose from down low. This makes him a tough cover.
Here's Hendricks. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. In the corner, Powell with it. Drops in the tray.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending. Out to a hot start. 4 makes and 5 shots to begin this ball game.
For Los Angeles, they've gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. Bogdanovich with it. Picked up by Brown. Here's Hendricks. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Shots good by the Beast.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Celtics.
Well, they're off to a good start, getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
And another thing, Coach will be thrilled with the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
Now here's Powell. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
A nice shot by Brown.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
Yeah, and the second chance points, guys, mean a lot over the course of a game. And they just had so few opportunities. I think that was their Achilles heel.
And when you're giving up offensive boards, it's a simple fix. You need to raise your effort level.
Aaron Sharp, he's checked in for Zubats. The shot by Powell, no good.
See, what a rough quarter for him. Nothing seemingly going his way.
Pritchard passes to Tatum. Here's the Beast. 9 points in the game so far. He takes it in. Here's Hendricks. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
That's on Jaylen Brown.
First team.
You know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
For the Clippers, Jones checked in for Leonard. Murray comes in for Powell. And it's done in for Bogdan Bogdanovic. And then for Boston. Cade is checked in. And it's Josh Hart in for Jaylen Brown. And the second free throw, good. You know, Richard, so many stars have done it. Any thoughts on a player asking for a trade with multiple years remaining on their contract?
If you're unhappy in any marriage, you should always get out. That is my opinion. Teams do it all the time. They'll sign a player to 5 years and then trade him in 2. So if a player is unhappy after 3 years of a 5-year contract, it's okay for him to request a trade, but continue to show up to work. That is my only request from the players.
Clippers trail by 11. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, Kevin, I was able to catch up with the head coach for the Clippers. Now, of course, I asked Coach what his plan was about defending Jason Tatum, and he said, I told our guys just to play smart, to play up on him, but not get baited into fouls, and try to get a hand in his face. Now, that's a difficult challenge for any defense, so we'll see what happens tonight. Guys?
Thank you, David.
This is why you always have to chase guys off the arc, because everyone has a three-point shot now.
Count that bucket.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here's Hendricks. Murray outside. Passes it to Hendricks. It's Jones on the wing. To the wing right side. Dunn, wide open, he fires. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
Right the pass to the Beast. From deep three-point land. The Clippers grab the miss.
He hasn't had his best game, but they've gotten enough production elsewhere so it hasn't really mattered.
Here's Hendricks. Offensive rebound.
Hard work and soft hands. Guys, that's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in. Now here's White. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Tatum, that's good.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
And here is Los Angeles now. After Jason Tatum getting his shot to go from deep. And stolen by Tatum. 34 seconds left to play in the first. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. And the Clippers making a change here. Eubanks is... This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And from the line thus far, how about 83% on the season? Outstanding.
Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubats. Powell is out there with Dunn, and it's Murray in at the 3. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Richard, when you talk about Jaylen Brown, many scouts felt he'd never be a #1 level option offensively. But he's proven some people wrong.
Kevin, many scouts have been wrong many times. The question has been answered. He wasn't a great shooter when he first came into the league, and his ball handling also needed to improve. But now, both of those are strengths in his game.
And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. It's a 10-point game. Pass to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
One of the best in the business, absolutely. Pass to the Beast. On the wing, Brown. There's the pass to the Beast. Passes it to Pritchard. 6 on the shot clock. Here's the Beast. Not 3 off the mark. Clippers trail by 8. It's Powell with the drive. Here's Dunn. And it's Murray with the jam.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
Okay, time for an injury report. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge for an update on Day'Ron Sharpe. David?
Thanks, guys. I got a status report from Los Angeles' head athletic trainer. He told me that he bruised his rib. He's got a pretty good mark there, and he is really feeling it. Right in the thick of the season, this is a major blow. We'll see how this group of players responds going forward. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And you never want to speculate. So it's nice for us, and especially his teammates, to get some facts.
And here is Dunn. Still scoreless. Powell for 3. Drills the three-pointer.
After failing to get going in the first quarter, he's looking much better here in the second.
For the Celtics, they come into this one following a loss to the Thunder in Oklahoma City. Brown feeling out a bit. Pass to the Beast. There's the triple. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubac has got 4 rebounds in this game. Back to Dunn. Now Leonard. 7 points in the game. Here's Murray. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. Murray's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. The Beast in the last matchup against Oklahoma City was all business. He had 27 points, and you love what he gives his team at both ends. He was certainly effective, doing a little bit of everything for his squad. Kevin, they have to appreciate that kind of effort.
Excellent, David. Yeah, he was very assertive in that last game, making things happen.
Absolutely made his presence felt. And I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to get it going early here tonight.
I completely agree. They should go to him early. If he gets hot, I think another big game is coming.
And the Clippers making a change here. Powell, no one around him. Off target from three-point range.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Clippers trail by 8. 1:33 left now here in the second. And the dunk by Powell.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. To the paint. Here's the Beast. The shot's good. Brown making the play. The Beast's got 16 points.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Now here's Powell. 10 points for him. That one doesn't go. Tatum kicks to Brown. Tatum looking around. Pass to the Beast. takes the three. Eubanks grabs the miss.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
Did a great job closing the gap, making the shooter feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with two hands on that stop. The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it. And so it's the Boston Celtics.
With the score, your Clippers 40, the Celtics 53. And your Clippers defense team.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at the Beast, he's really been playing well.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
On the court right now for the Celtics, the small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. And there's Porzingis, and it's the Beast, and it's Pritchard in at the point.
Slip move by the claw. A forward who handles the ball like a guard.
People like to debate, and Greg, I don't know if this is you, what's better, Kawhi's defense or his offense?
Well, Kevin, I'll say this. Even if he was a subpar defender, his offense alone would have him among the league's top players. But his defense isn't subpar. At its best, it's elite.
When he has enough space, he's more than comfortable letting it fly from outside.
Now the pass to Hendricks. The rebound by the Celtics. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. And they're playing through a string of road games. That will be game 5 of the 6 on the road.
Yeah, it's easy to see why they go to him so often, because they know they can depend on him to come through for them.
And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. They trail by 16. Kicks to Powell. Here's Hendricks. Jaylen Brown with the rebound.
You cannot play worse offensively, although he's trying. And he hasn't made one shot yet.
Out of bounds.
I feel for him.
And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Drew Holiday is checked in for Pritchard. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Passes to Bogdanovich. And he drives in. That falls. Nice speed that time from Leonard. Leonard's got 3 assists now in this one. Tatum against Leonard. 3-pointer. And again, Boston with the triple.
A nice start to the second half. They've made 3 out of their first 4 shots coming out of the break.
Bogdanovich wide open. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Powell against Holiday. Out to Porzingis. Here's the 3. Hendricks pulls it in.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Powell. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Richard, we've seen how far basketball has evolved from 10 years ago to 5 years ago to now. What is it looking like when you go ahead 5 or 10 years?
I think in 5 to 10 years, we're going to see more and more centers that are just so skilled. Taller players, more Kevin Durant's. You're going to see more Wemby's. You're going to see more Chet Holmgrens, because they're not just putting the tall guy underneath the basket. They're giving him the ball and teaching him how to run pick and roll now.
And the Clippers making a change here. Dunn's checked in. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, improving dialogue between players and officials is a priority. Commissioner Silver says, now with high-fidelity audio, we're all able to hear a lot of what's being said. Now we have to take into account the high-stress environment. But there has to be a two-way sense of respect. I feel it's an area where we can make progress. Kevin?
You know, the commissioner's always looking ahead and looking at every area, which is great for the game. Brown against Powell. Shoots from the right block. Brown's shot is good.
You see the confidence building in Brown offensively. First, it was taking over stretches. Now, it's taking over games.
Pass to Powell. Here's Hendricks, guarded by Holiday.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
Here's Williams, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to go on Zubac. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
The first one falls, and Los Angeles with some change. And the Celtics with possession here. Leonard and Jones slot in at the small and power forward. Then there's Bogdanovich. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Hendricks in at the 1. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Here's the Beast. Just 5 on the clock. Fires the 3. Drills it from outside. The Beast's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Celtics. Stolen away. Pass to Porzingis. Here's the Beast. He's covered by Bogdanovich. The Celtics working the ball around now. The Beast can't hit. Clippers trail by 17. Bogdanovich with it, now guarded by the Beast. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Rebounded by Tatum. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Inside. Shots good by the Beast. The Beast's got 26.
Oh, come on. Just add vision to his perfect skill set. Like when he's dropping dimes like that, like Jason Tatum is a problem.
Zubac, the pass to Jones. To the wing on the left. Here's Hendricks. They grab their own miss. Zubac, that's good.
That's a blue-collar bucket right there. Grown man basket. Put in the work. Got a second chance to score.
Stolen by Zubac. Here's Hendricks. He kicks it to Bogdanovich. Takes it from 10. A rebound by the Celtics. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. And Brown throws it down hard.
And so far, Brown has been dialed in and is showing no signs of letting up.
Clippers trail by 19. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Bogdanovich passes to Hendricks. Latrey. Clippers working now with the new shot clock. Zubac, no good.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Here's the Beast. Good on the bucket. The Beast's got 7 points for the quarter. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Down low, here's Hendricks. Over White. And the Clippers miss again.
There has been nothing for him this quarter. Ever since halftime, he's lost all of his time.
Count the basket.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And the Clippers have possession. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Foul, he's checked in for Derek Jones. Outside, Bogdanovich. Off target from outside.
Nothing just seems to be bouncing his way today. Mama said there'd be days like this. They have missed his production.
Back to White. Some people, RJ, have called for fewer regular season games. Could that help?
Absolutely not. If Kareem Abdul-Jabbar can take commercial flights and have to stay the night over and play 82 games, I think that the teams today can play 82 games.
That one falls.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
Right the pass to the Beast. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Leonard, no luck.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
The Beast passes to White. Now here's Tatum. The pass to the Beast. Shoots the 3. Hendricks pulls it in. Hendricks has got 6 rebounds here tonight, and that's a foul called on the Beast. And that'll be his 3rd foul. And the Celtics with possession here. Here in the 4th, they've allowed just 4 points. Los Angeles has gone ice cold from three-point land, 0-4 since the start of the final quarter. And it's Leonard missing. Celtics leading by 23.
Remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Here's Pritchard. He's on target from 8 feet out.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And the dunk by Zubac. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 10 rebounds.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. With the fadeaway. Porzingis can't hit.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
How? Tries again. And it's Zubats laying it in. Zubats has got 6 here in this quarter.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Boston.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time GA this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan.
You know who it is. If you don't, it's your boy Shake. Shout out to the Shake Squad and shout out to the Rise community. Shout out to everybody playing NBA 2K25. I want you to have a fun and safe summer. Enjoy yourselves, and I'll see you guys out there in the city.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Bashford reporting live from 2K TV, man. This summer, I want you to get out there, have fun, ball out till you can't ball no more.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson, and let's take a look at Boston's starting lineup. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. Then there's Peyton Pritchard, then it's Jaylen Brown, and it's the Beast in its shooting guard. And for the Kings, the duo inside, it's Murray and Sabonis. Malik Monk is out there with Bones Highland. And it's LaRavia in at the 3, the small forward. Approaching the midway point of the season now, Grant, how much do players want to be named an all-star?
You know, B.A., I'd say for the young guys and for guys in their twilight years, too, it means a lot. But for the guys that have done it a few times before, you know, sometimes that weekend off is a nice reset button.
Sabonis outside from 9 feet out, and the shot goes.
Yeah, this is Sabonis in his zone. He makes scoring in the paint seem almost effortless.
Down low. Oh, deflected. It's stolen by Highland. Pass to Monk. The 3 is up. And he buries his first look.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Brown scanning the floor. On the wing, Tatum. Outside, Brown. Four on the clock. From downtown. Rebounded by Highland. And so it's Highland who brings up the ball for Sacramento. It's a 3-point game. This is their first chance this season playing Boston.
In 2 games last season, they had a hard time against this team, both at home and on the road.
Yeah, real disappointment last year for sure. They don't want a repeat of that this season.
Here's the Beast. Last game, he had 28 points. Here's Porzingis. Oh, Sabonis with a block.
That shot won't fly with Sabonis around. Nearly 7 feet tall, plus his reach. He creates serious coverage.
The Celtics have gone 1 for 3 so far. Here's Tatum. Here's Porzingis. And the layup is good off the glass.
Well, second chance points are all about a lack of effort defensively. Those buckets would drive me nuts.
Inside. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those.
Yeah, great read by Tatum there. Recognizing the overcommitment and making the defense pay.
You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken. But that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
Brown passes to the Beast. Fires from deep. Gets the 3 to fall. The Beast has got 5 now.
Hey, when he's hitting that shot, it really helps the spacing for this team.
Yeah, if you can hit that with regularity, it opens up the floor so much more.
And it's Tatum with the ball for Boston. Their last game, a win against the Clippers, looking to carry it into this one.
Yeah, they were able to execute offensively in a hostile environment, which led to a lot of high percentage shots.
Well, and it's one thing to get the shots you want. It's another to make them. They've got good scorers on this team.
Boston has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Here's Pritchard. He's guarded by Highland. Pritchard, the pass to the Beast. Count it. Good. 7 points in the game.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
The Kings have gone 5 of 9 from the floor. Monk against Tatum. Second chance shot. Pass to LaRavia. Fires the three. Drills it from deep.
He's looking very confident so far. The defense is going to have to account for him.
And the Celtics call time here. Well, Grant, in the spring of 2024, a remarkable streak ended. Domantas Sabonis had recorded 61 consecutive double-doubles.
Yeah, it was the longest.
The Kings lead by 4. On the court right now for the Celtics. The two Jays, Brown at the 3 and Tatum at the 4. Then it's Kristaps Porzingis. Then there's Peyton Pritchard, and it's the Beast in at the shooting guard position. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. They defeated Milwaukee in their last game.
And that game was all about the depth they have on this roster. Their role players stepped up when they needed it most.
Yeah, and they got contributions from everyone in that game. The whole rotation got involved in this.
Sacramento shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in this game. Understand, every franchise has their guy. What kind of thing? Do you want your franchise player to exhibit?
Well, Brian, here's what people have to understand. The culture of your team is determined by your best player. If you want a hardworking, unselfish, competitive team, that best player, that franchise guy, has to embody those things.
Pritchard, the pass to the Beast. From deep three-point land. Rebounded, Domantas Sabonis.
We've seen him make that shot, but not all that often.
Well, that's the shot where if you make it, everything's fine. But if not, you're going to hear about it.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Here's the Beast. Good. And Brown gets the assist. The Beast's got 9.
I like the unselfish approach from Brown there, willing to give it up to his open teammates.
Highland, the pass to Murray. Up top, Monk. And again, it's Sacramento converting.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
It's Brown on the wing. Another shot. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
Good on both.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Now Highland. He had 16 in the win against Milwaukee. And Porzingis with the block.
Well, look, if you want to shoot over Porzingis, you got to create more space than that.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Outside, Highland. Pass to Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Strong finish by Valanciunas. He likes exerting his will close to the rim.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
Looking now for some consistency. Just too many missed shots.
Yeah, right now, Coach needs to draw up his best play. Get some points and give this team some confidence.
Valanciunas against Tatum. Tatum showing off the strength.
Well, with his dribble moves, Tatum will get where he needs to go, and he's an outstanding finisher.
Sacramento leading by 4. Pass to Valanciunas. Three-pointer. Jaylen Brown with a rebound. The Celtics have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Down low. Here's the Beast. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to go on Bones Highland. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Sacramento.
Well, I'm seeing that their second chance points are exactly what every coach wants to see. Hustling on the offensive glass to convert every possession they can.
And also, the coaching staff has to love the hustle so far. Just playing with great energy, getting out and converting in transition.
Tipped away. Sacramento has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Highland, the pass to Sabonis. Soft touch off the glass.
Yeah, the touch of Sabonis around the rim, I mean, it's fantastic.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Well, the Beast in their last matchup against the Clippers put on a show. He scored 28 points, and talk about a two-way player. He was phenomenal at both ends. He was a big reason they were able to snap that losing streak, using it as motivation, guys.
Okay, thanks for that. You know, the impact he had on that game was big.
And it's not easy to point to just one area he made a difference, but his effect was felt all over the place. He was on fire.
And the important thing now is to keep that momentum going. You want a player building on his positive results.
Here's the Beast. That misses. Had a chance to tie it.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
And it's Monk missing. Celtics trail by 3. Tatum feeling it out a bit. Right side Brown. The kick to Tatum. Pass to the Beast. 5 to shoot. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. Some changes for Sacramento. DeRozan is checked in for Murray, and it's Carter in for Highland. And the Celtics also making a change. White's checked in to the paint. And Sabonis slams it in.
At almost 7 feet tall, you gotta push Sabonis farther away. When you don't, he just dunks it with ease.
Brown inside. DeRozan on it. Brown, no good. And so it's Carter who brings up the ball for the Kings. Leading by 5. Their next game playing at home as the Grizzlies come to town. Stan, you started as an assistant in the NBA back in 1995. Now, all of these years later, for a coach, what's been the biggest challenge? That'll do it for the first half. Sacramento up.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, your Kings 50, the Celtics 43.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Malik Monk really making a difference here.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
The duo inside, it's Murray and Sabonis. Bones Highland out there with Malik Monk. And it's Laravia in at the 3. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. And that's good as he hits both shots. Celtics trail by 9. Here's Pritchard. And Domas Sabonis pulls it down. Sabonis has got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Laravia. And here's Sabonis. banked it in off the glass. Sabonis has got 8.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
And when you talk about Jaylen Brown, you have to bring up his two-way ability. He's a pure scorer who can also guard the opposing best wing. There aren't a lot of guys like Brown in the league.
Sacramento leading by 9. Highland, the pass to Sabonis. Back to Highland. The shot is good on the assist by Sabonis. Highland's got 4 points this quarter.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
It's Brown on the wing. Brown downhill. Pass to the Beast. Now here's Tatum. Clock at 6. Here's the Beast. The 3 is up. Drains the triple. 13 points in the game.
Well, hey, you give him some daylight, he can knock it down.
To the middle. And he throws it down with one hand.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Tries a 10-footer. Here's Tatum. And Domas Sabonis pulls it down. Sabonis has got rebound number 7 tonight. Laravia passes to Murray. Can't cash it in from close range.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
More and more, we're seeing international players come into the league who are NBA ready, Grant.
It really is a sight to see, B.A. And some of those guys start playing pro ball when they're 16 or 17 years old. It toughens you up real quick playing against older competition at that age.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
The NBA wants to ensure that every team has a shot. Commissioner Adam Silver said we want parity of opportunity. People aren't interested in seeing teams buy championships, and we've made progress. In the long term, we're better off with more competitive fairness among all of the teams.
That's true. It keeps everything interesting. Thanks, Allie. Fires at the elbow. And another miss by Sacramento. Celtics trail by 8. On the break, Jaylen Brown.
And Brown is lethal in the open floor. Once he has a step on you, it's over.
The Kings have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Now here's Highland. Give him 8. Pass to Laravia. Sabonis, left side. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. Sabonis has got 4 points this quarter.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Here's the Beast. Monk covers. The Beast. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Brown's got 3 assists now in this one.
And we've watched Brown evolve his game. Playmaking has been at the forefront of his development.
Outside Monk. They kick it out to Murray. Murray connects from outside.
Kick to the outside, heads up play, cognizant of the entire floor.
Boston calls timeout. A big group substitute. And it's Tatum with the ball for the Celtics. Trailing by 8. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. The core of this team, Brown and Tatum in the front court. Then there's Peyton Pritchard. Then it's Kristaps Porzingis. And it's the Beast in at the 2. Outside Murray. It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
Prolific on the glass. I mean, Sabonis turning that board into points.
Brown against Monk. Man, Brown just showing his toughness inside.
What a difference a half can make. As much as he struggled in the first 2 quarters, he certainly made up for it with his play in the second half.
Outside Monk. Pass to Highland. Pulls it. And too long on the shot. Celtics trail by 6. Outside Tatum. Outside Brown. Here's the Beast. He's guarded by Highland. Oh, Porzingis getting it done inside.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Sacramento leading by 4. Knocks it loose. Here's the Beast. And there's the drive. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
A sequence like that really does sting. I'll tell you that.
Here's Carter. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
Great play by Porzingis. Love seeing the zinger engaged on D.
Pritchard, the pass to the Beast. Brown with it. Monk covers. Here's the Beast to take the lead. Sacramento grabs the miss. Sabonis has got 9 rebounds now. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Kings?
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. Really great when you see it in action.
They're also doing a good job working the ball inside tonight. The defense has been struggling to slow them down there in the paint. Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
Tatum passes to the Beast. Back to Tatum. Pass to the Beast. Just 5 to shoot. Fires the 3. And counted. 8 of 14 now. He's rolling.
Well, he's been more confident shooting it since the half. Let's see if that trend continues.
Now a timeout by Sacramento.
And we'd all love to hear what goes on in those huddles, but we just get the snapshots.
Well, as a coach, you want to cover just 1 or 2 major points. That way guys can absorb it and go out and execute.
Arabia's checked in for Carter. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
During that break, Sacramento's coach had some words for his team. Coach was blunt with his assessment. He said to throw out everything that happened until now. It is a brand new game, and it's only a few minutes. Leave it out on the floor. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thanks once again.
Nice ball movement. Good job by Murray to recognize the situation and create the wide open look.
And Brown with the stuff.
Did you see that? Look at the elevation on that dunk, B.A.
Man, he just cocked it back and fired it down with one hand. Outside, Highland. Sabonis finds Highland. Knocked loose. Pass to Murray. Right side Monk. From outside the arc. Porzingis grabs the board. The Celtics have gotten almost all of their shots to fall in the 4th. 6 of 7. The Beast, good. The Beast's got 7 now in this quarter.
Well, this offense is much more effective when Tatum is making the extra pass and setting up his teammates.
Over to the left wing. There's Arabia. From outside, off the mark.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Tatum. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. Sacramento has gone 1 for 3 in the 4th quarter from range. Outside, Highland. Right side, Murray. Murray takes flight.
Look at Murray stepping up big time. I mean, we know he wants to be a trusted scorer when they need a bucket, and he shows it.
Here's Tatum. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Well, you see the trust they have in Porzingis. Timely basket.
Here's the Beast. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
What a a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
And he lobs it up.
Oh, my. Huge play from Porzingis. A testament to the competitiveness that he plays with.
Kings trail by 4. Sabonis outside. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal foul.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Celtics.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the three.
Yeah, all game long, they've been also playing well inside in the paint. Lots of points are coming their way thanks to them attacking the interior.
Pass to the Beast. Shot clock at 5. Let's go with a 3. The shot comes out. The Kings have gone 4 for 10 in the 4th. And here's Highland to the right side. And out of bounds. Boston will have it.
What a costly turnover. Those are the ones that keep you up at night.
And it's Tatum with the ball for Boston. 2-point game. Outside, Brown. Pass to the Beast. Back to Brown. Here's the Beast. Monk covers. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Well, that one stings. In a game where every possession counts, he just gave one away.
Sacramento calls timeout. They're behind by 2. 32 seconds left in the 4th. All right, guys, what do you think?
With the time left, I think they've got to be looking for a quick shot here.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game.
The hoop looked about 4 feet wide for him tonight. I mean, his shooting was so dialed in. It really allowed for him to score the ball just over and over throughout the game.
And so here's Sacramento. To the inside. Here's Sabonis. Pass to Monk. From deep. Oh, he buried the 3.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
And the Celtics call time here. They're trailing by 1. We've got 22 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Your thoughts, guys?
This is where your coaching is so important. They need a really good play now.
Well, they'll likely only get one shot at this. They need to make it count.
Ooh, a clutch bucket. A defensive stop now could be all it takes to clinch the win.
Here they come, fans. Your 916 crew. Let's go. Make some noise. Let's go.
Highland with it. From 13. Oh, off target. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
So it's a narrow victory for the Celtics, pulling it out for the W. With the late victory, they upset plenty of these hometown fans.
They really should take this win to heart. When the pressure was on, they stepped up and worked twice as hard to overcome it.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports.
tips to up your game in 2K25. The first gameplay tip is switching. This gives you control over your defense whenever you want to match up the switch. Whatever console you're on, press the normal pass button to perform a switch. The second gameplay tip I have is icon lead passing. Go to your settings and turn this on. Whenever you're icon passing, you can lead your players around the court and gain control of your players using the left stick. My last gameplay tip is a takeover to equip on your best player. It's called Flash, but we call it Blur.
Please welcome your New York Knicks. At forward, at 6'8", number 50, Jeremiah Robinson Earl.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. Tonight, it'll be the Boston Celtics going up against the New York Knicks here in New York with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony. This is Kevin Harlan on the sidelines. And now the opening lineup for Boston. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. Then there's Brown, and it's the Beast, and it's Pritchard in at the 1 spot. And for the Knicks, we've got Bridges. He's out there with Jalen Brunson. Anunoby out there with Towns. And it's Robinson Earl in at the 4 spot. You know, Greg, so often we talk about depth, but how important is it for these teams to possess it?
Yeah, especially with the amount of injuries we see happen every season. It's so critical that teams have players that are ready to step up and produce. It really allow you to not have to change the way you play.
Pass to the Beast. From downtown, gets the three-pointer to fall.
Always feels good getting that first one in the bank.
And will that get him rolling? Will it get his team rolling? This should be an interesting night.
Here's Brunson. Porzingis with the block. Pass to Pritchard. Nice ball movement by Boston. The Beast can't hit. Here's New York. It's a 3-point game. Their last encounter was in Boston, where they were able to handle the Celtics.
Yeah, a really close game between these two in that last matchup. It took a total team effort for them to get the win.
Yeah, I don't think they win without the productivity. Yeah, the handle of Jason Tatum is special, and he has tightened that handle over the course of years.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine.
Here's the Beast, defended by Bridges. Brunson kicks to Bridges. That falls. Nice speed that time from Brunson.
Oh, Mikal Bridges with the big-time strength on that finish.
Here's the Beast. In the game against Sacramento, very impressive. Pritchard passes to the Beast. Trying to find Porzingis. Gets it to him. There's Brown with the 3. Bridges with the board.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
GA, as you know, Jalen Brunson is a second-generation NBA player.
Yeah, his dad, Rick Brunson, was an 11-year vet who also played overseas and eventually settled in as a coach in this league. So Jalen grew up in those NBA locker rooms.
The Knicks with the lead. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, Tom Thibodeau had a few minutes to share. He noted how much extra film they're watching heading into this. And one guy that jumped out at them was Kristaps Porzingis. He said scoring over that guy is a challenge. It's not just the size, it's how well he positions himself. And he's a patient shot blocker. He waits for you to make your move. We'll see how they approach it. Kevin?
Thank you, David. To the middle. Here's Towns. Takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely.
I'll tell you this. Nice play by Towns. This guy can get it done. Back to the basket or facing up, doesn't matter.
So the Celtics called timeout. They're first.
And with their offense sputtering, coaches got to get them back on track.
And to me, they're just taking too many tough shots. And when they do get an easy one, the confidence just isn't there.
Brown feeling it out a bit. Pass to the Beast. Looking to end the run. And it goes down 2 points. The Beast's got 5 now. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. 3-point lead. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
Well, how about the job they got from their bench? That productivity was a major part of the outcome.
Here's the Beast. His 3-pointers off the mark. New York leading by 3. Bridges with it. Now defended by the Beast. And here's Brown outside. Good on the triple.
That three-point shooting sets up every aspect of Jaylen Brown's game. What a pretty shot.
Here's Brunson. 20 points for him last game against Indiana.
And what opened things up for him was his passing. He was making so many plays that the D had to play off him.
Well, it was the Boston Celtics winning their last game against the Kings in Sacramento. To the inside, Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Wow, Mikal showing off a bit of verticality on that finish.
Tatum, that's for 2. It's rebounded by Anunoby.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Bridges, no one around him. Offensive rebound. Off his foot. And it's whistled a kick. A different look for New York. Mitchell Robinson's checked in for Towns. Clark comes in for Jeremiah Robinson-Earl. And Miles McBride subbed in for Bridges. The Celtics also changing it up. Cade is checked in. And Hart subbed in for Brown. White against Brunson. Some nice passing by New York here. And McBride gets it to go.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And there's the pass to the Beast. That ball is in the basket now. He's shot 6. And made 3 of them.
Well, if you leave someone that wide open, Derek White will put it on time and on target.
McBride with the ball. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Here's Tatum. The Knicks pull it in. Anunoby's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. To get open is Robinson.
The vertical of OG and Anunoby. Go ahead, sir. Finish with authority.
16-12.
Here's Tatum. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the... Changing it up here. We've got Anunoby. Miles McBride out there with Bridges. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Robinson-Earl in at the 4. That's the 5 for New York right now. The Knicks have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Bridges misses. Boston's gone 2 of 4 from 3-point range so far in the second quarter. Porzingis looking it over. Right wing. Launches it. Porzingis It's good on the putback.
Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You like to see the shot go in. Nicely done.
And that's a foul called on the Beast. That's his first foul.
First personal foul.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. And that's a foul called on the Beast. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Clearly struggling here with the foul. Still early. And just one more will put him over the limit.
A three-pointer is right on target.
That's his second bucket from range this quarter after hitting none in the first.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldrin.
Thanks, Kevin. The Beast in the last matchup against Sacramento played superb basketball. He ended up with 26 points, and as impressive as he was scoring it, he was just as good at the defensive end. Found a way to impact the game in a number of ways. A terrific all-around effort. Kevin?
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Well, when you're coming off a game like he had, you know the difference tonight. They're going to load up against him. They're going to try to take him out of his rhythm early.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Boston?
They look to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor, a lot of the damage coming in transition.
And very early on, Brown learned how to finish through contact, an essential skill for an NBA player to master.
Now McBride. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Boston's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. Here's the Beast. Misses off the left iron.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually.
We know, Doris, that Towns might already be one of the best shooting bigs ever.
But Kevin, he flat stated and called himself the best shooting big of all time. He has an argument because not only has he shot the ball incredibly well from deep, even as his volume has gone up, his efficiency stays the same. This is a gifted offensive post player.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. And eventually every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or two against the young fellas. And sometimes that is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully, by that point, it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
And a brief moment now to see who's atop the NBA in team free throws. The Celtics second.
You know, it's really a team-wide talent. You want to foul to stop layups, but against them, you're not saving much. They'll make you pay time and again.
Bridges shot. Good.
I'll tell you, the consistency of a good first quarter leads to an excellent second quarter. Riding the wave here.
Here's Brown. Lays it up off the glass. Brown's got 13 points in just this quarter.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Bridges misses.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
The Beast can't hit.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for New York. Passes it to Robinson Earl. And good. That thing was that time as it falls. Robinson Earl's got it all tied up now for New York. Boston's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the 3-ball well. Out of bounds, New York takes possession. So for the Knicks, Robinson's checked in. Mikal Bridges has been the guy making things happen for New York. He delivered 9 points from 3-point range.
The Celtics, 46.
if you're just joining us in this one. First half is in the books. 1 half to go. What a game we're seeing from Mikal Bridges.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
Starting off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. The small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. And there's Porzingis, and it's the Beast, and it's Pritchard in at the points.
What's striking about Karl Anthony Towns is his resiliency. He'll bounce back from challenges. He's got a very impressive positive attitude. This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Brown kicks to Tatum. Down low, the Beast. It's rebounded by Anunoby. Anunoby's got his 5th rebound in this one. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And he is a cool customer at the line, guys. You've got to be when you're shooting 84% on the season.
Here's Bridges. The rebound by the Celtics. Porzingis finds Tatum. Here's the Beast, defended by Bridges. Here's the Beast. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Mikal Bridges picks one up.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Celtics shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. Both free throws good from the Beast.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Over to the wing. Here's Robinson Earl. The putback. Porzingis with the rebound.
Boy, yet another missed opportunity here. Whatever they talked about at halftime, it's not working.
Here's Pritchard. Brunson covering. Pritchard passes to Porzingis. Here's the Beast. Lock at 6. Outside Tatum. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Runs in the pass to Bridges. Can't hit from 12. Celtics trail by 9. Knocked loose. Bridges with the steal. Snatched away. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thanks. Last season, the NBA again set records for attendance. Overall, arenas were filled to 98% of capacity. Adam Silver says we're in a great position. You almost can't fit more people in our fans. Kevin, he made it clear the area for growth is in media and especially in mobile viewing.
David, you know this, directly to the fan. I mean, my goodness, all the different ways you can consume the game, it's beautiful. Miles McBride's checked in for OG Anunoby. Porzingis with the block.
Porzingis 7-3 says not here and not now.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now is massive.
Here's Pritchard. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First free throw is good. We've seen the NBA feature several overseas games, Greg, the last couple years. Always growing the sport, aren't they?
And I know the fans love it. There's nothing quite like seeing an NBA game in person and expanding that opportunity. Always a plus.
Kenrich Williams, he's checked in for the Celtics.
Boy, you have to love how Jalen Brunson orchestrates this offense. So good at getting the ball where it needs to be.
Pritchard passes to the Beast. From outside the arc. And Mikal Bridges pulls it down.
Well, trying to find themselves in the second half here. Just 1 for 4 from the field. Can someone in the group get hot? Let's see.
Towns against Porzingis. 6 to shoot. Towns kicks to Bridges. They get it again. Pass to McBride. No good with the triple. Celtics trail by 10. Pass to the Beast. On the wing, Brown. And the pass to the Beast. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
For Boston, they have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
And sometimes from the outside, not always clear what led a coach to call for a timeout.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense of what has changed.
And so it's Boston with it, down by 15. Mikal Bridges out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then there's Towns, and it's Robinson Earl in at the 4-man position. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Here's Brown, and there's the drive.
Boy, the quickness of Jaylen Brown on the drive. He makes it happen in an instant.
The Knicks leading by 13. Brunson with it, now defended by the Beast. Now, here's Bridges. Great D that time from Tatum.
Boy, he's at the cup, but that is tremendous defense. Prohibit the lay-in without fouling.
To the paint, here's the Beast. Takes it from 10. No good off the back of the rim. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. We played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Outside, Towns. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson. Brunson's got 9 assists now tonight. To the middle, here's the Beast. Boom, he jams it straight down.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
And the call on the shot sends him to the line. And with each passing season, DB, OG Anunoby seems to keep getting more and more versatile.
You are exactly right, Kevin. What we know unequivocally is this is one of the best cross-positional defenders in the league. One of those guys that's truly capable of guarding 1 to 5. But his willingness to be a three-point threat, an offensive rebound, and put it on the deck is exactly what you're talking about. What's amazing about OG Anunoby, this guy one of the best wing defenders in the league. You almost have to game plan for what he brings defensively.
Here's Pritchard. Passes it to the Beast. Bridges with some nice defense. The Knicks leading by 15. Inside, Towns. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
Pass to the Beast. Over in the corner, Brown. Pass to the Beast. Shot clock at 5. This one for 3. And the 3 ball is good. The Beast's got 11 in the second half.
Well, after netting 1 in the first half, that's the second deep ball to go down for this guy.
And that's a foul called on the Beast. That will be foul number 5 on him. Brunson scanning the floor. Lets it go with a 3.
Well, Brown taking away the shooter's airspace, effectively crowd scores and gets them out of their comfort zone.
Time call here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
Yeah, I think Coach calls his timeout right now because he's not happy with the distribution of shots. Difficult shots, contested shots. You've got to get a better offensive rhythm.
Get back for it. Making us move nicely. That was your next sitting answer.
Celtics trail by 14. The pass to Pritchard. Out left to the wing. Here's the Beast. Defended by Bridges. Passes to Pritchard. to the left side wing. And again, Boston with the triple.
That gives him his second 3 of the half with 3 total for the game.
The Knicks leading by 11. Pass to Towns. Pass to Robinson Earl. Bridges, right side. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Bridges got 20 points.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
Outside Tatum. Brown the pass to the Beast. Bridges with the steal.
And he has to take that long, slow walk.
So it's New York picking up the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it mattered most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David